the movie who got a hectic one beginning Monday, one hectic.
Oh,
Why am I happy like that?
you want to give me an update as to what you describe as a very healthy week? What was going on, sir? What was going on?
We say hectic because our young
Huh?
who we expect to know better.
Yes.
Our young people who should be going to institution that will mold their mind, prepare them for the future,
Yes.
allow themselves to be used by politicians so that the politician will have their political dividends. They chose to make Monrovia on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday a bloody Monrovia.
Wow.
For instance, we saw what happened on Monday when a seated lawmaker decided to visit his own district. We host the University of Liberia main campus. And was denied entrance by the student body, a Pacific student body on the campus of the Liberia.
Yes.
So, and before that, we saw POSA, the Progressive Alliance in the Jubilee Mall to welcome Rebecca Gray.
Okay.
They don't believe UL is a power farm. In fact, they believe UL is a grandpa property.
Okay.
I have to believe that UL is a grandfather property, so that they own UL campus, so they determine who goes in, who comes out. Remember, Suk did that to the vice president.
Yes.
To our Taylor.
Yes, I remember that.
And Suk also did the same to the former Solicitor General, Serena Sivas. They did that to the Father Minister.
Yes.
They did that to the special aid of the Father Minister. And then they decided to do the same with Mr. Gray. But at this time around, they met the tough customers. This time around, they met the tough customer. And in the last 10 or 5 minutes, Sue fled the campus of the University of Liberia.
Okay.
And when the Gray was there, he made a statement. He said what he wanted to say. He encouraged students. He didn't go there for any riot or protest. We want to meet the students to have discussion with them. Encourage them to tell us on Monday.
All right.
The result of vote. When Gray left the campus, if our Gray was there, when they begin to exchange stones.
Okay.
How can a student go to school without going in the hand? Is that person a student? That means they were prepared for every action that will occur on Monday. They were prepared for it. They bring the stone. So the first thing, Soup and Posa, the Progressive Student Alliance, begin to throw stones at each other before Gray even arrived. When Mr. Gray left the scene, we saw Representative Gbah-Ku-Bheh entering the campus in Liberia. But he was triumphant to welcome Masu, a man who insert the office of the president on a daily basis.
Okay.
A man who doesn't guard a seated president. And the Bible says, our leader is our leader. No matter what we do, you can criticize him in a constructive way. But insulting the office of the presidency is a sign of disrespect. No matter what, he's our leader. We saw Sue welcoming Gbah-Ku-Bheh on that campus on Monday. And because of bloody money, classes got dissolved. People who are taking or writing military, they don't go to school that day. And interestingly, on Tuesday, after my show, I want to eat. And I saw some kids with the 12th grade in a school around me. We were discussing. And the other get to a colleague, I can't go here. I wanted to go here, but because of the habit of the student on that campus, I want to go to school one day, somebody will turn you right and post my album. Or I get wound foolishly because of student behavior on that campus. So I prefer going to Paris University. I will beg my mom, I will beg my dad to allow me to go to Paris school. They did that to Sorizo. President George Weah left Liberia for 48 days. And the breaking news again, he left the country yesterday. For the US and UAE, he left the country yesterday.
Yes.
President George Weah left the country for 48 days and returned. It was still peaceful. That proves to the world that Liberia is no longer interested in demonstration. That proves to the world Liberia is no longer interested in war. We are a peaceful nation. So they are trying all they can to tell the world that President Weah lie. Liberia is not peaceful. Liberia believe in trouble. Mind you, the president man who get not on your foot, I can't trouble all America. He can't trouble all his city in. What else more? Few months ago, a year back, he said on his platform, Liberia is not peaceful. You remember that? He said Liberia is not peaceful.
Yeah.
So this guy the guys in the opposition now want to bring that into reality. To prove to what I was supposed to say months back is true. And the country is not peaceful. Those guys were paid $25,000 US.
Who guys?
To do what they did. Two. To do what they did. To cause chaos on the campus. Then, the Liberia came out a press statement banning every political activities on that campus. Till yesterday. More federal campus begin to break down the road. So the guys believe that you a grandfather. So they have all right to do what they want to do. And they are not the only political party on the Liberia main campus. No. SUP is not the only political party. You have SIM, you have POSA, you have SUP. So they are not the only political party. But they see themselves as a demagogue on the campus in Liberia. How they feel. So the entire young people of this country now, people going to see SUP as a opposition party operating in disguise. How we see them to be now. And we'll treat them as one. Because it is better you draw the line and decide which side you're on. You can't be a student and behave like armed robber. No. You saw one that took the photo on the newspaper, man, had a rubber in your hand. I can still go to a rubber. Before the war? Are you going to get bread? My bread can go to school down there? Seriously. So we are here.
All right. So what I will have to say in regards to everything you saw and you have explained so far, it's all about leadership. Yes, and I will discuss it from the leadership standpoint. Yeah. You will agree with me, and many Liberians will agree with me that as far as the University of Liberia goes, we do have a president on the campus, right?
Sure.
Okay. And the universities uh, has different organization aside from SUP, right?
Sure.
And when the university was established, there was nothing on that table when the university became University of Liberia or Liberia College or whatever the name used to be. There was no sitting at the table by any representative from SUP, right? Are you there, my friend? Okay. The reason I'm asking this because I want Liberians to understand that what I'm about to say, it is not because I want to say things to please myself or to please the CDC party or anybody else. I just want to be very honest with Liberians, all right, for them to get to understand that the University of Liberia is one of the higher learning institutions in the country, and it is governed by university policy, and every student and student organization. Hold on here. People say they're not hearing the conversation. Let me see here. Governed by university policy. Are you guys hearing me out here, guys online? Are you guys hearing me? I'm hearing myself. I'm hearing myself. Can you guys hear me out there? Can you guys hear me? Sorry, Louis. Yeah, Louis, you can hear me, but somebody said they can't hear me here.
Yeah, let me ask my people on this side. Do they are watching me on Max TV? Can you hear Rennie?
So what color took about
Yeah, Rennie.
All right, so that continue. Yeah, that continue because my folks online say they can hear me now. So so when you get the feedback, let me know. So yeah, so the reason I'm asking this question here, Louis,
we can get you. We can hear you.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking the question to my fellow librarian back home, and thank God that the librarian listening by way of radio can also hear me. Our country is governed by rule of law, and we use the democratic process to carry out our activities as it relates to government. The University of Liberia is like any other university in the world. They are there by what we call extra curriculum activities. That is, aside from your area of expertise, whether you want to become a business major, chemistry major, biology major, there are other activities that you can participate, what we call extracurricular activities, and that is political student organization called political parties. On the side, we don't call it political party, we call it different names. However, when you are part of any student organization, like you said, we have the SIM, we have the PROSA, and we got SUP. All of those student organizations on that campus of the University of Liberia or on any campus, the organic rules or policy will be the University of Liberia in this case, right? That means that before any student organization want to do anything outside of that university fence, even inside the university fence, there must be a protocol in terms of program scheduling to meet with the safety director of the University of Liberia to carry out the activities. The question to the Liberian people I have is, do we have such a protocol in place in the country? Because the university that I attended in this country and the university that many Liberians listen to the sound of my voice who came here and went to school here and went back home, the organization at many universities will not just get up and start to do things that people will get surprised or will be shocked. So when you see SIM behaving in a way that don't draw attention, when you see PROSA behaving in a way that don't draw attention, then the question becomes, why is it that SUP is doing something that draw attention to the public? Is SUP the only political party, student party on our campus that is above the law? I would say no to that. So the University of Liberia, I think she's doing something that I am very proud of. And I'm not going to go into what happened due to the crisis. But I have been calling for the university leadership to put a stand down, or like Brother Messi, put their foot down to ensure that things does not escalate like the way we saw it the other day. Because remember, not all students on our campus are involved into politics. There are some students who just want to go to school every day to acquire some knowledge and be able to look forward to graduation. So if a student organization is trying to behave in a way that will impede the learning environment of other students, then the University of Liberia president's decision to suspend all political activities on our campus is indeed in the right place. It is in the right place because there are students on our campus that just want to go to school. Now, if those of you guys out there listening to my voice in Radio Land and say, J. Randy, I don't agree, and to what you just said, fine. Give me your reason. Because here's the thing. If any student organization, because the student organization on campus got so many reasons to exist as student organization. For example, you can have a student organization where your friends can be part of. After graduation, maybe your friend will be a Supreme Court. Maybe your friend will be the managing director for Estella Mattel. That way, you can say, you know what? This guy or that girl and myself, we were at the university and we're part of the same organization. Let me call her so that I can see what she can do for me, or vice versa. Let me call that guy and see what he can do for me. That means the University Student Association, one of their primary responsibilities is to bring each other together and build that connection beyond the university or boundary lines in order to connect with each other in the future. Despite that, if the student organization, because the student organization, they are also in place to fact check the school authority or the university authority in terms of safety, in terms of curriculum, in terms of tuition and other stuff. If for some reason the university student organization say to themselves, well, we're not happy with what's going on here, we want to voice our opinion. The question here is, what is the standard of how things should be done in Liberia? Should the student unification party just jump and go in the street or jump on the campus and start yelling? No. They must channel their grievances through the Office of Student Affairs. That's what we do in America here. That's what we do. And I don't think they are being educated to that. If you have any disagreement, you channel it through the student affairs, unless there is no position at the University of Liberia called the Department of Student Affairs, where students who have issue will go. Secondly, what about the Department of Public Safety? The Department of Public Safety at the University of Liberia is there to ensure that everyone, including property that belong to the institution and students who carry their car on campus, books and other things, are all safe, because the Department of Public Health, the Department of Safety on the campus is also ensuring that things don't get destroyed. There must be a protocol on campus that everyone should follow. But I think the way SU have been behaving, I don't blame the current people today. And I will tell you why, Louis. You see, guys that talk about the anti-protest sitting in our country over there, he and others are the reason why the university is not in the right place today. For those of you that don't know, let me give you some story. And don't take my word for it. If you journalists out there listen to me, find talk about the anti-protest Monday morning or next week and take the particular section of the video to him. Talk about the anti-protest then came from the United States here at the time where the scramble for Africa was very high. Every country in Africa, they were trying to establish some programs that would draw attention to independence. Talk about anti-protest, Dr. Amos Sawyer, H. Bowman Formula, plus more, they left from here and went to Liberia. Talk about anti-protest saw nowhere to go, but went at the University of Liberia and became a strong member in the establishment of the Student Unification Party. The purpose of that party was not meant to bring students together to build connection beyond the university level. Togba Nantibo then established that party to become a radical force to the government. Why? Because they wanted job. And the only way they could get job is to establish themselves into a political party. And that's the legacy. So what happened? Dr. Amos Sawyer became a professor at the school, but doing his teaching, it was more of a radical rather than being a very informative and meaningful education. Togba Nantibote, for him, the reason they call him Tipote, those that know what Tipote is, and if you don't know, Tipote is made out of tire. It's like the other form of sandal that we wear. So Togba Nantibote believed that making himself very simple would draw the attention of many officials in the country at that time. So he often used to wear Tipote. And that's the name the people stop on him today by the name of Tipote. But that's how he presented himself. Aside from that, he always used to come on campus with all khaki. And back in the day, those khaki uniform were being worn by radical group during the colonial days, whether it was in Sudan, whether it was in Mozambique, those guys that were fighting for independence. So Togba Nantibo then established that student movement. And today, there are many students that went through the rank and the walls of the University of Liberia that became members of that party. The legs of Tewo Gongolo, the legs of Kofi Woos, the legs of Augustine Gafwan, many of them were part of that party. But what they failed to establish in that party, the guidelines and constitution of the party. At what time should the party feel that they have absolute control? So today, when you see the young people out there wearing the khaki and dancing around, y'all go and ask Togba Nantibote, what was the purpose of establishing that party? You see, ProSA today and SIM, they were established by people who really wanted the student organization on that campus to go beyond the connection of university friends and not to engage the government. And that is why today you will often see soup will be used by those who are into the public to draw the government attention. It was the same soup during 1984 when I was down in the second grade on 11th Street when they started toting casket when they were about to go give his nation of the address speech. And that campus got ran over. So they have always been like this. But the question here is, what does SUP want? Since SUP been in existence, what are they hoping to achieve? Are they going to be used by somebody who just want political power? That is wrong. So I think what I expect Liberians to look up to now with the closure of political activities on the campus of the University of Liberia is to ask the administration to come up with a new guidelines that will put in check all the political party or all the student organization in check. I'm not saying that they shouldn't exercise their constitutional or university rights, but let it be done in accordance to the university protocol. Anything that happens on our campus, it is under the umbrella and leadership of the University of Liberia president. Therefore, if any student organization got any concern with the government out there, the protocol should be get to the authority on the campus and convey that communication. Now, with the proliferation of Facebook, the various student organization can also call on the media and say, hey, here are the concerns we have. We just made a presentation to the government of Liberia, through the university office or student affairs, but we want the public to know what our concerns are. And then we out here can look at the concerns and say, well, if they're asking for this, are they asking for too much? Are they asking for too little? So what can we do? And then we can come and begin to champion those things that they want. Because everyone out here know the importance of education. But when you see the University of Liberia, especially the Student Unification Party, becoming the radical, becoming the Jesse All-Law, then it doesn't paint a good picture for the university. Why? Because there are people around the world that perhaps want to send their children at the University of Liberia. But whenever they see the university, the student organization misbehaving, challenging authority, it becomes very, very bad. And I'm hoping that the new structure that will come in terms of policy, there is nothing wrong with any student or any public official to come on a campus of the University of Liberia. There should be nothing to stop anyone. SUP does not control that campus. SIM doesn't control that campus. The PROSA does not control that campus. And they're in no position to stop any government official, private individual. The only time that can happen is somebody make a threat and say, oh, we're coming to attack the student organization. Then the university authority, through the safety officer, can put in place a security measure and inform the campus security if they get one there, because every university will have their own university security, and then inform the law enforcement arm of the country through the attorney general that someone had made a threat. But as far as intellectual policy differences go, whether the weird government say will not give you no tuition, or whether you see the weird government and wasting money on the street, that does not give you the right to attack anybody or to stop anybody from coming on campus. You know why? Because the university is an institution where knowledge is being processed all the time. It's all the time. You can only use your experience, your academic experience, and invite those guys. For example, the example I just gave, if the government is not helping or doing anything, you don't have to physically attack. You on that campus, you learning from professional people. You should use that opportunity to engage some of the government officials intellectually. With the camera rolling, you challenge them that this thing you're doing, for example, is wrong. A better policy would be this. Now, if the government disagree, nobody from the government want to listen to you guys. Call on the opposition, call on communists, call on Barker and say, look, when you become president, this is what we're facing at the University of Liberia here. How will you handle things? And let Barker then explain, or let Comey explain. And now, if the people in the government don't see the reason, but you draw other people's attention, then people will say, yeah, the students at the University of Liberia are ready prepared to be the leaders of tomorrow. But when we see a country that went to 14 years civil war, and we see students at the University of Liberia that expect to think better, but they indicate they're attacking, what difference does it make? Look at Toba Nantipote today. Look at Tewo Gonglo today. They are the pioneers of the Student Unification Party. What kind of life are they living today that will give you the motivation? Think about Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, that some of you guys support if you want to become a football player. You see the amount of successes those guys have? That should give you a reason if you're telling your son, go and play football. Go and play soccer, as we call it in America here. In Africa, we say go and play football. Be like Ronaldo. Try to be like Messi. Why? Because what they have achieved, it can tell you that your son or your daughter can also achieve that. But when you look at guys people tell them, sitting down in that town, all the noise they finish making, and there's nothing they can show today. The reason they brought that party, it was because they just want a government job. Toba Nantipote was Minister of Planning and Economic Affairs on Samuel Canyon do. What did he do for the country today? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Tewo Gonglo then told Casket during the 1984. What is he doing today? Kevin Broom around say he want to be president. How you sweep the debt? You don't have no wheelbarrow. Where you want to put the debt at? Those guys are losers. So if you own that campus and you are a student, let me say this to you. There's nothing wrong with you channeling your grievances, but do it in a way that will teach the government officials. Some of all are here today. Every year we are invited to go on our campuses at the university level where we attend the school. When we go and meet some of those kids then that were still in high school or elementary school, and we start discussing about our profession, some of the things they can be telling us, we can just keep quiet and be listening because they are in what we call this assembly lines. They are getting fresh ideas. all we can tell them is our experience in the real world. But the research they're getting out of those things, how to add to our theory that will support our practical. We have good conversation. So SOUP and any other student organization, you need to do your best. Number two, let me say this. I'm very ashamed of the Liberian Senate and the House of Representatives. All right? So we're going to look at contributing factors in the whole thing here. When I listen to someone like Melvin Jeremiah Kuhn to me is a disgrace. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. And I will tell you why. Jeremiah Kuhn served as representative in our country. Now he's senator now from what I learned 2 years ago now. And there's every time he walk on our street like any other representative and senator and see how the student unification party has been behaving. Now one day, out of the blue sky of a normal day, that Jeremiah Kuhn will stand up in our Senate chamber and look at the President Pro Tem and say, Mr. President Pro Tem, the issue of the universities, especially with the SOUP, the government, what is going on? Can we invite them? Because we are representative, we are allowed to invite anybody because we represent the people. So call on the president of the University of Liberia and some of his major opposition of people and ask them in a public hearing, how can we help you guys here? What is going on the campus? And let the people be able to tell the Liberian people what are the challenges they have. That would be the problem the people have. Then you call on the different student organization on the campus of the University of Liberia. Call member of the PROSA Sion membership, call on SOUP, and call on SIM, and bring them in the chamber. And then sit them down and say, look, what is going on? We want to know. But Jeremiah Kuhn did not do that. Only because this is election coming out now, that when now he coming out and say, oh, Jeremiah, yeah, I blame Akara's grade. Look, in some sense, in my opinion, Mr. Gray did some wrong, but not 100%. What Yeke Koluba did, it was worst. It was worst. You see, when fire burning, the fire brigade will not go there and go add more fire there. The fire brigade will kind of quench the fire off. Let's say Akara Gray start fire and Yeke Koluba coming there. Ain't he supposed to turn the fire off because he's the second man that coming and got more art? No, but he made the whole thing worse. Then you get Jeremiah Kuhn coming up and saying that, oh, Akara Gray are not going over there. No. Jeremiah Kuhn, you have seen the University of Liberia student going through all these things. When last did you call on them? Even before you became senator, when last did you come out to identify the problem? But only during election time, that when Jeremiah Kuhn and see the reason to say, oh, when I walk in or when we go home, we see the people suffering. We are 105 here. We're catching hard time here. I mean, the people catching hard time out there, they get their job here. And we can't keep enjoying ourselves while the people suffering. All right? So, Akara Gray, don't go there. Don't do nothing. Don't spoil the peace here. But the student on the campus need peace, right? But Jeremiah Kuhn is saying that, oh, the children, they are the sleeping giant. Don't wake up the giant. When the giant wake up, then everything is spoiled. No. If the giant got problem, bring the giant and let us hear what the giant problem is. He never did that, my brother. He never did that. He only now speaking because election time is coming out. His name is out there to be one of the vice presidential candidates. So he using the opportunity now that has come from Akara Gray going on the campus there and say, oh, Akara Gray is wrong. No, nobody should listen to Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn is a political opportunist. Why? Because all the time he been there as representative or senator, he had never ever draw attention on the LU student incident by inviting members of the higher ups in terms of the president of the university, calling on the student organization for you and I to hear what the problem has. That means he had never been able to find a solution to the problem. He knows what the problem is, but he had been playing a deaf ear to the problem only because election is coming up. That when he want to speak. That when he want to speak. For Mr. Gray, Honorable Gray, he may have a good intention, but the way he did things, I think it need to be looked at the second time again. That his district, he got the right to go there. But I think dialoguing with the people, dialoguing with the student, No matter how the student got according to people. All right. I just pray that next time, let a dialogue be done professionally. But lastly, there should be no reason that any student organization on that campus should stop any government official or any individual, whether in the government or outside the government. No. In fact, they should be welcoming people, because this is where people who don't understand things can come and they can learn and go back. Refusing somebody to enter the University of Liberia campus that don't have any intention, or even if they're doing bad things out there, let them come so that you guys can educate them. That's why you got a university student, so you can educate them, not to push them away. It's like if the church say, bring all the sinners to the altar, then the member of the clergy and the congregation say, don't bring the men here. No. The university should open her arms. As long that person or group of people or government official, whether they do something that is not helping the university, don't go against them. Then you'll be breaking the rules of what? Engagement and intellectualism that's supposed to be expected of every university student. If you guys have made behavior like that, then people out here will say, you guys have been politically motivated. Let me give you the last story and then I'll get back to you, Louis. Temple University in Philadelphia. The few days, the university, one of the campus security got killed. The guy got killed. The webboy drove from somewhere like coming from all the way McGibby, and he came and shot a man like on LU campus. The whole thing became a problem. The government did not get involved. That is, the governor of the state did not get involved. Joseph Bali did not get involved. The university and the local police handled that situation. So those who are calling for this, so we have to get involved. That's just politics. Everything got leadership. The leadership must take charge. The next thing that happened on the same campus, the student campus, all right, the students that are on campus at the Temple University in Philadelphia, and I think Councillor Arthur Johnson attended Temple University, so if he's listening, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. The main campus, the children that are studying their master's program, they said they were not going to give them insurance. They were going to cut it down. They were not going to increase their payment. What the student organization did, they joined them and they just started marching on campus, carrying all their little slab, their little postage. And it drew the news coverage attention, and everybody started to see it. They did not go to war. They didn't go outside there. And in the end, the university authority, just this week, they settled the dispute they had with the student. But in that process, some guys on the University of Liberia, on the Temple University campus, they went and turned over one guy's car, one master student. They turned the man car upside down. But the CCTV captured those guys there. And today now the police have arrested those guys, and they are facing serious charges for vandalizing that man's car. Can we do that in Liberia? Of course. There's nothing that we can see happening in other countries that we cannot do. But there was no political interference on what happened at the university, at Temple University in the United States, in Pennsylvania, specifically Philadelphia. But when you see things happening at the University of Liberia campus and know the history of soup, it's not SIM, it's not PROSA, then you should understand that something is wrong. So I'm calling on the student leadership of the Student Unification Party. It is time for you to redefine the goal and objective of soup. There are a lot of things you can do out there. There are a lot of things. The Environmental Protection Agency just established a connection with Yale University to do a biodiversity studies of our natural resources, our natural forests. That is an opportunity that the student organization can tap into as well and say, hey, do you guys have other organizations at Yale University? Yes. Well, we want to engage them on other things. Y'all need to stop the politics here. Those guys who came with that student politics, like Toba Nantipo, and look at their life today. That's how it ended. So it's time to look in different direction. It's time to rebrand the Student Unification Party. You can talk politics, but don't give it 100%. Focus on other areas so that you can make yourself proud. Luis, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. So So if we have the caller out there, let's take them quickly, and then right after that, I want to talk about Honorable Barker and Mayor Koji, the presentation that we saw. I would like to talk about that as well.
So but before we go to the phone line, I want to also look at quickly, just 10 minutes. Before we go to the phone line,
okay.
Look at Honorable Barker is troubling in a selecting his role. He's about to betray Senator Yomdi Kanga Lawrence. For all the years Senator Lawrence stood with him, it's because of Honorable Barker, Senator Lawrence was forced to cause harm within the CPP.
Okay.
Because she wanted to come to Barker and she was dreamed to become vice standard bearer of vice candidate on the ticket. So Barker is at the verge of picking Jeremiah Cole.
Okay.
On the ticket as a vice standard bearer. That was the more reason why Jeremiah Cole spoke the way he speak.
Yeah. So yeah. So
but why I said at this 11th hour that Yombi will be dashed on the west side by Barker after the struggle.
Well, there are a lot of political components that has to do with the strategy, the winning strategy from the Barker camp. It also got to do with the geographic history, and it also got to do with the demographic. So let me try to nail that down in the 10 minutes that you allotted me right now. When you look at someone that Nomdi Kanga, she had no political influence in our country, but only the people of Lofa County, of Grand Bassa County. She had no political influence. All right? Nomdi Kanga moving across the country, majority of the people behind her would be the people from her county and that have close connection with her. That's one limitation she brings to the table. She's weak. She had never led that Liberty Party for a long period of time where she had made major decisions. Everything had been done by the late child Walker Brunsky. It is only after his demise that she is now rising up to the occasion to start to make her ways. So as far as her political influence goes, she's weak in her capacity. She's weak in her department. Second of all, the total number of votes that she may get from that county is in no way going to make her to be a very pressure person to Honorable Barker. But the question here is, they see John, the CPP, with the intention of not wanting nothing else but vice president. That is wrong. That kind of reminds me of Mr. Cummings. So if she doesn't get elected, she must see herself as someone who believes that their party or their collaboration is about the interest of the people and not her own personal interest. That's how she should see it. If she get mad and leave, then it is up to the Liberian people to understand what I'm about to tell them, that if you think that politicians are in your interest, you are wasting your time. Because when they get elected, they will only put themselves first rather than you. So Nomdi Kanga, she knows herself that she had no position. Now, when you look at Jeremiah Kuhn is from one of the what we call the battleground county. The battleground county means it is a big county that when you win, you stand a better chance than Grand Bassa County. Because I believe the population of Grand Bassa County, which Nomdi Kanga represent, is far less than the population of Nima, right? All right. Okay. So when you are trying to win an election strategically, you will only need Nomdi Kanga to give you that support. Like for example, in America here, Joe Biden is from Delaware. Delaware ain't got nothing to make Joe Biden win. Even Delaware support Joe Biden, they cannot make Joe Biden number to go up. But the state of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, those two states, especially Pennsylvania, they got a big number of people that will get Joe Biden. In fact, they're going election where Joe Biden won. Joe Biden still came up with a number, still ain't changed nothing. But by the time Pennsylvania came with a number, it put Joe Biden ahead straight, and he became winner of the election over Donald Trump. So Jeremiah Kuhn, representing Nima County, Nomdi Kanga, representing Grand Bassa County, the decision for any clever politician will not favor Nomdi Kanga because number one, she doesn't have the influence. Number two, her candidate is not that strong, but they can show their support, and she should be okay with that. So if Nomdi Kanga getting mad, then that means she's not in the interest of the people. Because at the end of the day, what you want to see, your party winning, right? So whether or not you like it, you don't like it. So if you get mad from what you're telling me, if you don't become the vice presidential or candidate to Boca, then she's not in the interest. But the overall is they're not going anywhere. So whether that Jeremiah Kun or that Nomdi Kanga, also of that circumference there, they're not going anywhere. They're not going to win anything anyway. So back to you.
Okay, folks. So I've got the full latte first bus of color. We'll come back. Rennie will draw us through what happened between the State Mayor Monrovia and the former Vice President Joey Mabaka. I've got the full latte. Take your calls. You call us on 0775 360 356 0775 360 356. Or better still, you can call 0555 679 089. 0555 679 089. And the number to call to be a part of today's edition of the Gbah-Ku-Bheh Show. When we announce the WhatsApp number for those of you guys that follow through the internet, whether from the Max TV page or whether from J Rennie page, you can announce the number and you guys can call via WhatsApp on that number that you will announce. So can you announce the WhatsApp number out there?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, let me try to announce it. All right, let me try to see here. What they call it? They're gonna sleep or what? I know, right? Let me not go wait 2 minutes or before we can't be making plans.
Good afternoon, where John's from? From Banana, go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, if I remember that, I left listen to the guest
Can I do what?
I think I doesn't have to pass the long or what.
Okay, keep following the show, yeah? We'll go there. 0775 360 356 0775 360 356 0555 679 089. We said if they're speaking of numbers, all the Disabinyomli and Jeremiah Kun for the call we just called, the best person suited to be a running mate, so we'll take Jeremiah Kun over Yomli because Newark County have more voting population than Grand Bassa. So we'll take.
And secondly, she does not have much influence yet. She's still young in that thing.
Hello. Your line coming cracky. Can you shake a little bit? Let's hear you. Go ahead. They get 5 county. Okay. Thank you. Let's hear this person. Hello. Let's hear anyway, George from.
Yes, this is Brown Tati from Monrovia.
Brown Tati from Monrovia. Go ahead, bro.
Yes, I listen to you guys and let me thank you so much. I think there's a lead that we discuss politically so that we can find a way forward. But on the question of why you are talking about the president running mate or former vice president. Sometimes delay is bitter, especially when you build a whole hand in the district. If there is that was newcomer, then just say a new political party, you deleted it and say for the shop. Looking will be looking to you. But you have been a full man, supposed to stay on to plan a new man, and you delay. By the time you choose one person, the rest of the people will run away. Even if they don't run away, they will play literally. So they delay, they cause in harm. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm not running me. I'm confused.
That one that they're worried that now. I want to know the other one.
Emmanuel, shake a little bit. From Carway, shake a little bit. That's it, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I don't know. This thing for former vice president running made for me, I don't even want to discuss it because the thing mistake the woman made 2017 election, you can remember, it's talking loudly.
Loudly time you talking Emmanuel Nukwe.
Emmanuel Nukwe loudly to start.
But Emmanuel still the man working.
And you were confused. So, I don't know, the people on the party, they are not left for the mistake. So, for me, I would encourage them, they should go to the election people, they form a running mate. To get a running mate, there are a lot of other people just putting on the podcast. Now, they are still fighting to choose one of them. Alright?
The man confused, the man get young the man get Gbah-Ku. So you know where to go. You'll be burning man from day one. Couldn't that come in the picture?
So this is why it's better if you choose your money mate because if you have other people who have been with you for a very long time, they expect their interest. The best thing you do is one person there when all the laws go up for 1-2 months and then you can follow them move on. But if you delay, a lot need to tell you choose somebody, if you trust it to reconcile and then you have to tell them tapping away to look at their errors, they will be found there, right? They will see that. You choose yourself because we found a little update. When everybody election, it's not only day, it's the process that leads to the day that want to make the win. Some of the process is to get a wrong machine and start preparing. After that, don't have a ticket, and they are still they're passing around and then we make the way one thing, but don't want their president with a ticket that complete.
I enjoy that guy.
Sorry, Gova. Oh my God, I got you just you got to go on 2 several occasions.
My man, move on with that man. Move on with that man. We are yourself that man feelings. We are not feeling imposer here. We are not feeling imposer. There's no job description that tell we are feeling imposer.
0775-360-356 0775-360-356. I better say you call 0555-679-089 0555-679-089. So you watch your tweet ready page. I think we have the number printed, the WhatsApp number printed.
Yes.
You can call the WhatsApp number also. We'll take that talk to this person. Hello. Hello. I'm okay. Anyway, John's from.
My name is Patrick. I'm calling from the office. So I'm a resident of Nima County.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you from Super Bridge. Go ahead.
Bobby, let me tell you this. When it comes to about choosing Jeremiah as a vice president, the population of Jeremiah depends on Prince Johnson. Let me read in the county. The population of Jeremiah become Prince Johnson in the county. And Prince Johnson population accumulates in the county. So, to the county, Jeremiah in the county, we now should read for in the county because for one thing in the county, the city government have the commissioner, the chief, everything in the county. So the opportunity shows that the two things or the choose Prince Johnson, the
So are you still to tell that President George has to have a heavyweight in Nima County?
Oh, yeah. We get a study talk show in Nima. The two popular areas in Nima County. The whole on a federal street. The whole I don't call it there. The whole there, show there. And the president want everything. So, the whole there, and so we have want everything.
So which part of Nima County you came from?
No.
Which part of Nima County you here from?
Yeah.
Which part of Nima County you coming from?
Because Nima County is Ibadan now.
Where are you coming from? Which part of Nima County you coming from?
Which part are coming from?
Which part of Nima County?
I'm on district number 2.
Okay.
I'm on district number 2. Senegal and my district.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Nima County. When I just go for one. Let me tell you one thing about Nima County. Because Nima was talking about employment. And one of the popular Nima is Labio. One of the popular Nima currency union was they employed by the government this year. Currency union. So, any doing Nima County, we talk about the rules. Because the rules are going in Nima County. The 36%. So that's the other free Johnny. Free Johnny, yeah, look, we're here. Free Johnny, that he's saying, you worry about it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you. So say 0775 360356. 0775 360356. But also you call 0555 679 089. 0555 679 089. The man said he's just from Nima County and he residing somewhere on Zimbabwe. That's here. You go ahead.
And I call you from Boulevard.
Let me for the second Boulevard. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am from Local County and I'm only here for a few days and to go back. But let me just give you some information about Local County now when it comes to Nima Bwaka.
Go ahead.
In fact, I consider Nima Bwaka Australia is in fact in a very hometown that is Territory District. Because I think with all what you're speaking about, even if you can get all the support in Local County in the center to your home that who is called Koya District. And the entire Local County, there were right now have a serious opposition for the entire county. In fact, some normals we didn't be thinking about for the Samuka issue and other things, but for the city people, right now we are divided, and most of our food will be going for George Manawiya because of someone's father, because of other for feminine sons of Koya District, or most especially or our father, that is the Tomo father. But why he's doing in that place? Now get there and see why he built there. Oh, we didn't talk about that. Oh, yes, even in the event of building here for himself. But if you have debt, where will they go and lodge? You get information what happened for the boy election when we had election when they went there to campaign for putting men. While others have sitting guys and people will have a rush to come to Bonjama to be lodged because they have nowhere to sleep. So with this clear understanding and now go there, the basement of the state. You go there, you see. Now Lokoya have of things again. We have just been done. The town hall. If you get there, it's only compared with like the town hall in town here. It's not compared to any of the town halls that we are doing on Monterado. So with that, how will you leave that kind of person and go missing out because of tradition? In fact, the tradition is going away. It's politics. What politics is that tradition? So like to be talking about like I listen to the person talking about Liver County for like Gbah-Ku-Bheh and whatever. It's only for the money. You want to go behind for the money and because looking at the say that Liver is populated. But never mind, our people are going to sit down for George Manawiya because of development and the people and as we the young people we are looking at future. Future is not tradition. Tradition remains to be tradition in the food and get where it is.
Okay. Thank you. We're getting there. We'll take two more calls, go back to ready to conclude. 0775 360356. 0775 360356. But also you call us on 0555 679 089. 0555-679-089. Go to the line, take this person. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Your name is John's from?
My name is Steven, speaking from GSA Road.
Let's say go from GSA Road.
Okay. The best time with you. Those who are speaking like that, the scenario of somebody saying, these are thinking that.
Okay.
I will speak to you on this.
The police spoke from the judge recent ended opinion poll conducted in Nima County. I'll come to the
opinion poll is not election.
Okay, thank you. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
You know where John's from?
I'm seeing you from Johnny Coulter.
Johnny Coulter, go ahead.
Okay. You are calling on your show. I don't have a call for your show, but I always call your show.
That's good, Chief.
Okay. You know, let me tell you one thing. I'm a Lubaran for a little year. I'm living more here.
Okay.
I always call back. I always call my relatives down there. Let me tell you, my brother, that's all I love here. The development in America over in Nevada, they are now ungrateful people.
Okay.
They are not ungrateful. They were born. The ruler from Canada. The ruler from Canada. The standing place to go all the way to what to. And you will look at that development and living and go to free talk. Then our people, they are not ungrateful. Later I was there to go there, they will laugh. Okay, they will laugh. They work with people, and they work for you. That possible to that they are opinion white. They didn't pray for children there. They didn't pray all the men with all them all. So I don't want to say.
Okay, let me welcome Manuel KT Devon. Where that Grand County? Wow, man, thank you. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm okay. Anyway, John's from?
Yeah, Africa.
He's covered where?
I come from
For Josephville, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Virginia. I live in my neighborhood, and they live in a lot of things. I read house. If I was still there, I was working for the U.S. Already for the issue of we are in TV, it's clear.
Okay.
If you look at Lima County right now, look at people that say we are without Lima County, again, was about the money. And now you can go to the many people are saying that we are winning in the two countries. Maybe the letter will be one country, so my question to them. Even if we are with one country, but we are still right. So maybe to come out with maybe maybe 40 but now one country that you really and will still make it away. So we will know people there.
Okay. Thank you. 0775-36035. You really want to call it? Want to go see the book already?
I know, right? I know. But you know what? Our men they won't call. Our men they won't call. I will soon get a phone back to them. I will get a phone back. They won't call.
Call, let's hear you. We hear the first son and our friend and brother.
That man, I can make play. Oh, you want to go to?
Let's hear you. Lawrence Spencer. Really?
No. Tell him, man, I'm supporting the president agenda. Tell him I'm supporting the president agenda. Tell him right now, he can hear me. They make it a big plan. They make it a big plan. How about today?
But that's the beauty of the freedom of seeing the constitution to everybody have their right
yeah.
to give issues,
we're looking at Yombly and Okun, and each will come on the Library campus. So Yombly and Okun. Louis, I'm not following the show for the rest of the show. Okay. I want to tell you the guys in the body issue quickly, and I'll let William on the Vice President stuff. I tell you guys are not into or not in balance. So let's say that my hero Rainy couldn't condemn Gbah-Ku-Bheh for taking force. I mean, who else on the campus to embarrass the students? Right? So it was wrong. For me, I'm not supporting anything of what students doing. That means, why the strong opposition member, somebody that conspiracy. Because I wouldn't want to know exactly Mr. Cooley that supposed to become president.
But Louis, hold a minute. Let me say something quick while he there. I think the brother did not get my point. I said whatever Gbah-Ku-Bheh decided to do, I said he was wrong, and he need to show some apologies in regards to that. Whether he got good intention, but I said it was not 100% wrong, but he did some wrong things as well. So let me just admit that here. He did some wrong, and he need to apologize. I didn't talk on Yeka for long. I call it equally. I said Yeka is wrong, Gbah-Ku-Bheh is wrong, but Gbah-Ku-Bheh went there with good intention, and he did not do it well. When Yeka came, Yeka went and blew everything out of proportion. That's what I said.
He said, hello, Lawrence. He said, if Gbah-Ku-Bheh with good intention, but Gbah-Ku-Bheh should be more for like finding solution.
Thank you. Thank you.
What he said.
But what we saying now, that what we say, he went out with good intention.
So let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Let me wait on the VP thing. I think Mr. Blackeye has no change in his election.
Come here, Peggy.
Why you choose school or not? Because Blackeye is starting now. Maybe you should retire that. When they're there, I'm going to for the 30 years. Let me tell you. This government joking. That is this very well. What is it? I'm going to be NYC. I know. So, I mean, the same way I said, so kind of with the Blackeye all of for people like that for me. Okay, so but Lawrence. My own job really
Let it come in American. That will be your lens for job. We are let it come in American. That one, I will agree with you on that one, Louis. Let me bring comments. Wait.
Okay, all right, Lawrence, we are coming Wednesday morning. We are bringing on the radio Wednesday afternoon. All right, no problem. Thank you.
I mean, they're waiting for ANC, they're waiting their turn. I beg you. What my dear buddy? Oh, Mama Steven, enjoy yourself. I hope you got a flower from the woman. They can get married too, yeah. They can get married.
077536036.
I mean, one guy listen to Banga Boncante, or Louis, one guy call Mama, he say he listen to Banga Boncante.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
0775-360356. Go back to the phone and talk to this person. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you.
My name is Paul.
From Cabia, Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, it's so unfortunate. Now, you really do say we are we in my country. Only people that are carrying development, especially road construction in Nina. Yet, when we talk to people for that as city or the city government as 200 nothing, and the very road they are counting, our roads our negotiated by the city government to tell you more for that and city.
Okay, thank you for that. You have a Nima County, the one is called Wabi Nima County. Let's hear you. For Grandmother County, let's hear you. What grandmother you call for? Compa 1, Compa 2?
I'm calling from city on the outskirts of
Maria, Georgia, the city is here. Let's hear you.
Right, that will be the newest city. The city coming right there.
Yeah, no. Let's hear from Bukan City, grandmother. Since I can't sleep.
Yeah, you know, if the family model out there, somebody out there doing more than what? I mean, when it goes down, it's too much there. So, the rock and roll really goes down too much. So, for the reason, they don't have the ball.
Okay.
So, if you want not to be president or government, the Bible promises be fulfilled.
Okay.
So we have to say you already, and so they go finish and they come to the board, and they reaffirm the government.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to this question. We're a receiver. Let's hear you.
Yes, hello.
You do it, Josh, from?
I'm going to find some answer again.
I'm going to go and let's hear you.
Okay, let me say here. Comment with general. Because of the country.
Okay.
What happened is common, you know, it's too big to feel that we have monopoly over power. And on the city angle, we are always push what we call, we are always push against few of our lives. Or few people who in government, one of the other intent, they were true up the campus, like people who are not like very people are foreign. The general opinion here, this is my history, I thought that was history. I will go on the campus of Capital. But the thing is that they started always using one of the treasury knives. And then you are a lawmaker. And you cannot person a lawmaker. But the way you are doing it, and you went that big for it. Well, you have to get back.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. We got lost your time. Thank you. That go to the next question. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Where George from?
Hello, yes. This is Suna Emmanuel from Nima County.
You sure go on Nima County? Where Nima County calls from?
I got from 69. Yahoo Metro.
Yahoo Metro. Let's hear you. It's been a while. Why a long time? Why that before? Been a very long time. Let's hear you. Yahoo Metro, Nima County.
Yes, this is Suna Emmanuel. Yes, I'm coming there. Yes, I'm coming from Nima Quata. Nima Quata is going last year. Not lying to you. And Nima County is not sure we are not quickly. They will not go into the way. So I'm doing a lot of development in Nima.
Okay, so you're from Joya.
Yes, that's the part you're talking about the group of from the 42 years, nothing don't need they come in or that girl. They don't want to say, but the oh, let's go later in 3.
Okay, thank you. From Nima County. Wow, that's good. 0775-360356. You said the boy is sleeping, you call her wake up.
But man, I need to talk now. You let him be the line when I'm talking. I can't talk.
But the boy is sleeping. Okay, take the last one.
They call it too much. Time out.
Anyway, Josh,
when you class with the chief on your shoes this evening.
Okay, you want the chief? Thank you. I'll ask you to you want the chief. Ask me what I want the chief.
Can I talk now?
Ask me what I want the Chief. I don't know why I owe you something.
With that man, so can I come in and Oh, okay. Somebody trying to call. Look at the guy here calling. Let me take a call here. Oh man, look at the guy. All right, let's take a call from my end here. Hello, you live?
Hello, Randy.
Yes, sir. You live? Go ahead. You live? Steve, can you hear the guy?
Hi, Randy. This is
Yeah, I'm hearing. Yeah, Bill, I'm hearing.
And hi to Louis. How you guys doing?
We okay, guys. Speak a little bit louder now. Speak a little bit louder, Chief.
Okay. I just want to make one or two points on the show tonight. First of all, I want to say thank you for the opportunity, and also looking at former Vice President Joseph Numa Boakai. I personally feel that he's in a dilemma right now. He's anticipating of choosing Coon because of Nima County, but if he does, then he lost Grand Bassa County. And that is the dilemma he's now faced with. Now, will he be able to make that choice? That's the tough question that he's faced with right now. So I personally think that we stay having consultation in the middle, because Senator Yogi Kanga has been working hard behind the scene, and everyone and all the soul they have done between Yogi Kanga and Mr. Ure, she have always come on top. And that is one of the reasons why I believe that is why the Liberty Party went along with the Unity Party and the CPP split. So if he is to go to someone from a different party, automatically I think he's going to lose the Liberty Party support or majority of the vote. So that is the dilemma he's faced with. When it comes to the university students, I strongly condemn the behavior of SUP.
Okay.
And I believe that every woman in Liberia should condemn the behavior of SUP. They have terrorized people on the university campus. They have intimidated fellow students.
Okay.
And it is something that our lawmakers never spoke against the attack against Zolizo, Minister Magay, Minister Stewart, the Vice President.
Yep.
And because of that, SUP went now to the extreme where they attacked Aloysius and wounded people. And none of our lawmakers share anything. They did not summon the university authority. They did not call on the Minister of Justice to know what is going on. And the Ministry of Justice did not even pay any attention to it, which of course prompted Akara's grade to decide to go on the campus. And he being a lawmaker, I think that's where he did not handle things. I think he would have been much more taking a much more different approach to show that he's a bigger man.
Yeah.
By inviting the two students to the Capitol building to this office, letting them know that he is the representative of that particular constituency, and he needs to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because things are getting out of hand in his district.
Yeah.
For which, of course, he represents each and everyone that is residing in that district or comes to visit that district. And that was the best approach he should have taken.
Thank you, Chief.
Sometimes people, when things are getting out of hand, people feel that they need to put a stop on it when other people are not taking it seriously. I think that was the approach he took, which was the militant approach. And I hope that it will be a teachable moment for all of us as Liberia.
Yes.
Because every political party in the country believes in militancy. And we know that militancy, most often, does not talk about it.
Thank you, Burma. We gotta go, Burma. Thank you, Burma. We gotta go. We got one more time. Yeah. Thank you, Burma. We gotta run. Thank you. Message across. All right, guys. So yeah, what I wanted to say here, Luis. Yeah, what I wanted to say in regards to all the callers. The last caller, not the guy from the US now, but the guy who said, what is your point? Our point here is to inform the Liberian people that Joseph Boakai, whether he's bringing Nomdi Kanga or he thinking about bringing Jeremiah Kuhn, they are not going to win any election in our country. Like somebody rightly said, Joseph Boakai is very unstable. Joseph Boakai is someone that needs to retire. So we are just been discussing the weakness of the Unity Party. No matter what they do, they're not going to win anything anyway because they are weak. They are weak. So whether it is Jeremiah Kuhn or not, the Joseph Boakai ticket is not going to go anywhere. The communist ticket is not going to go anywhere. And let me make this clear. You see, in 2017, when Mr. Weah ran as Kennedy Weah, many Liberian people saw a mirror image of themselves into President Weah. And since that time, Mr. Weah have managed to bring to light most of his achievable agenda or his developmental agenda. And guess what, Luis? This coming campaign is going to be a very easy way out because Mr. Weah has gained a lot of credentials in terms of his achievement. And you know what the next message is going to be? Hope for change. All right. We have seen what he has done. And the president is going to reach out to the people of Liberia and say, hey, you guys started with me on the campaign trail in 2017. Y'all got me elected. I have provided to you guys what we promised to do. Are we done? No. But are we making progress? Yes. So with the role, the other development, and the other infrastructure that he put in place, Mr. Weah is simply going to tell the people, I need you to help me get re-elected so that we can continue with the development that we started and continue to do. And that's why you see people, when people calling for Nima County and telling you that, oh, the development we see, that is something that I call the credential that Mr. Weah has gained. That is his credential he has gained. And who going to make any argument against that when people are calling from different counties and pointing to what were never there before, but now it is there. And so all Mr. Weah got to do, 2023, Liberians, Seditians, Independent, join me in what I have started. The hope that we have given to you guys, join me so that we can do more of that hope for you guys. Because Liberians will see the past that were never done for them, and they see in the present. So it's going to be a very easy but on-point message. Now, let me come to the issue of Jefferson Koji being given the hero, the Lofa Hero Award. You know, I see other talk show hosts trying to insult Joseph Boakai. They don't understand that the cultural politics in our country is different from the regular politics. You see, the people of Lofa County, they are one of the best, well-behaved, and united group of people in our country, among the few counties of people. The history will tell us that Edward B.N. Cassidy, Dr. Edward B.N. Cassidy, and I'm talking about the other one that worked for Ellie, no. Excuse me. Dr. Edward B.N. Cassidy is the founder of the Unity Party. He served as an official in the Toba government because Toba believed back then that the Lofa people are meaningful people. So after Toba got killed, Dr. B.N. Cassidy left the scene and went into politics. When Samuel Kanyando took office, he went back to the Lofa people again. And guess who he brought on board? Father Vani. Some of the people that listen to don't know about Father Vani, but some do. And then he also brought with him, Abraham D. Colley. Abraham D. Colley was also from Lofa County. A very simple guy, easy guy. And that was during the military regime. But when Samuel Kanyando became an elected president, guess who was his vice president? And where did he come from again? Lofa County. And that was Dr. Harry from Monimba. He worked with him throughout. Now, when Ellen became president, who did she look for? She looked for Joseph Boakai. Where did Joseph Boakai come from? Lofa County. Now, your next guest will be President Weah. Who President Weah is looking up to in order to make Lofa better? You got the legs of Jefferson Koji, you got the legs of Sir Joseph, and of course, you got the legs of Thomas Fala. Now, when you look at how the trend of believing in the Lofa people, their philosophy about working with a government to achieve something, don't that tell you something about the people of Lofa County? You see, Jefferson Koji, Thomas Fala, and Sir Joseph have been very smart set of people. It is the primary responsibility of a senator and representative to ensure that their counties get some form of benefit from central government. What we see today in Lofa County, even in the 47-year Boakai made in government, up to the vice president level, Jefferson Koji is not vice president yet. Thomas Fala is not vice president. Sir Joseph is not vice president. But when you see the number of or the level of development that is taking place in Lofa County, that Joseph Boakai never did all the time he was in office. And as old as he gets, do you know why Joseph Boakai decided to give the Lofa Hero Award to Jefferson Koji? Because as young as Jefferson Koji is, he's making use of the opportunity, and that opportunity is benefiting the people of Lofa County and in Gbah-Ku-Bheh as well. So what you think will make Joseph Boakai in the spirit of their county? Let's put politics aside. Louis, let me ask you the question here. Which team you support, Louis, in the European League? Okay, now, good. So, when Ronaldinho then used to play, Ronaldinho was playing with Barcelona before, right? And then you have this guy they call Ronaldo. The original Ronaldo was playing for Real Madrid, right? When the two club teams are playing together, there will be Brazilian that support Ronaldinho, and there will be Brazilian that support the original Ronaldo, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but what will happen if Brazil ready to play and Ronaldinho supporter from Brazil that support Barcelona and the Brazilian supporter that support Ronaldo from Real Madrid? When Brazil playing, what will they carry their support?
Yeah, Brazil.
Thank you. So you see, take that idea. Joseph Boakai represents the United Party FC. Thomas Fala, Jefferson Koji, and Sir Joseph represent the CDC FC. But the development that is taking place in Lofa County, and that's where all of them coming from. So who benefit? The people of Lofa County, right? So why you think Boakai will now go there and say, thank you for what you're doing? Why you think Boakai thanking Jefferson Koji for? Because the people of Lofa County are benefiting from the Georgia government. So why was people going and hold Joseph Boakai accountable? You see, they want for Joseph Boakai to play politics with the people of Lofa County. And that way I say to the people who think in that way, that when it comes to traditional and cultural politics, don't mix it with political politics. Political politics is dangerous, and Joseph Boakai knows that. That's why Joseph Boakai decided to look at the cultural politics of Lofa County, where when the people of Lofa County benefit, no matter who carry on that benefit, they will come and tell that person, thank you. And that's what Joseph Boakai did. You know, when Joseph Boakai does the right thing, RJ Rennie will come here and commend him for that. And in the spirit of the people of Lofa County and Liberia, I want to say a big thank you for Joseph Boakai. For the first time, I will say thank you to Joseph Boakai for respecting what Jefferson Koji has done, not just in Monrovia, but through the present effort in both Gbah-Ku-Bheh and Lofa County for the job that he continued to push forward for. You see, in America here, my brother, there are some states, their senator go to Washington, D.C., they bring job to that state, and the people will be proud of it. Even if the Democrat that brought the job, the Republican will be happy somehow. If the Republican brought a job to that state, the Democrat will be happy because it is in the interest of both of them. That way, if the election comes, the chances of both of them going back, it will be okay because they will support it. So those who come in on the other side and try to discredit that, they don't understand. Yes, I'm here, Luis. Go ahead. I'm here. I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
A lot of them cracking up.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. rather than 8 minutes, just we can take 5 calls in 8 minutes time, come back to the wrap up.
Yes.
A day.
Yes.
We'll take 5 calls. 0775 360 356 0775 360 356. A better still, you call 0555 679 089 0555 679 089. We will take 5 calls and call it. They'll take the first one. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, brother in the studio.
We didn't hear you.
Oh, thank you very much. I have to applaud, first of all, I'm Mr. W.B. Kumar calling from a Johnsonville resident. All right, I applaud the brother from the state. The analysis is made concerning just about giving, thanking Jefferson Gbah-Ku-Bheh in local county. I applaud him for that. Secondly, thank you all in the studios for making a comparative analysis when it comes to politicians making decisions or speaking against each and order or in favor of each and order. That balance equation that these people carry on help us a lot in the society. In addition to that, for Joseph workers in local county going to applaud Jefferson Gbah-Ku-Bheh, what Jefferson Gbah-Ku-Bheh did good or to buy, it is unanimous because Joseph Walker is a looker and Jefferson Gbah-Ku-Bheh is a looker. Every development that is carried on by Jefferson Gbah-Ku-Bheh is in the interest of we the looker. As well as when Joseph Walker is to carry development that he has not yet started to carry in local country would be the same interest of we the looker. So we are not a force. We are a politics. In politics, we don't fight. We applaud each other when it's so good. So when somebody wants to play power and office politics, then when you do a good job, we will condemn you. And that is not already well in our society. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Question, make that number 2. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Let's hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky, if the issue is I think now, Jefferson Gbah-Ku-Bheh, someone for that, and the leg and all of that, supposed to be the one, specifically on the Joseph Newman water for, the development and how working local for, it's very sharp to see a school man who has spent the rest of the year in government coming to just not working.
But that's wrong.
Yeah.
The woman with the in your local county.
No, the man thinking that the woman will do more than life, my man. The thing the woman don't know when he made mistake, the junction will come and face it for him. So I mean, let's move on. The papa recognize his mistake. We know that.
I don't think they don't play all well for you because you as an error people play like, oh yes, this man, he is the key error for our country. And then this woman does not have anything to show, and therefore, who get in government 5% here, you can see the hand wet, go over in Loba. If you enter Loba today, and you call the name of Koji, or you call the name of Thomas Fara, you will see tangible, you will see things that, it was not there before. So, also now some of our people say that in a dream won't be that, you want to shoot that, for me, that is good. But if you ask me in the morning, what I will tell you, that development is better than transition. I think it's better we need to do. Nigeria is better. We need development. We have to identify about better some of our people. In Motorado Country, you choose, and not even get war, it's no more for us. Who can say to the other room, this is their brother. We don't want to be able to put we got and we don't know we don't want some of us. We want another man who will talk today. Some of us who will look like a sheep for us. I think in Motorado, that's when you take money. If you compare some of us and start to say Motorado, you know what you're talking? Do you know what you're talking? Motorado will eat and run. But you plan that this is another man who that you do anything but step up. If I would say the people of Motorado, so the mistake that we made in the past, I think the people of Lufa try to own their own and try to get the more you encourage the guy with certificate and prison, you encourage them to do more. So I just want to say thank you to the people of Lufa for honoring with Honorable Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take 3 more. Call your date. Thank you. Minor resistance. Someone's just stepped in. Like, take the tail one. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Let's hear you. Where you join us from?
Yeah, okay. I'm John Keita, calling from Gbah-Ku-Bheh. Just returned from River Deep.
Let's hear you. For Bear territory. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to inform the Liberian people that your own is your own, and God gives us President we are. There's a rule to come from that distance to come rule. Your brother, I think they know that.
That man from my country. That man from my country.
The president and the following minister, they are very, very working. They are working that the people in that region, the rule condition, the people are too second star with the
Louis, I need to ask that man question.
You know, he said he just returned from River G calling for Gbah-Ku-Bheh.
That's what I say. I need to ask him question.
Yeah, I just arrived this morning.
You say he came this morning from River G.
I want to ask him a question.
Let us try by all means some people coming all the way to the Gbah-Ku-Bheh border. Let us send small intervention to go in between there. So the people will be able to be free small. But the work so far is very, very important. So I want to tell the president and the foreign minister that let God bless them so they will be able to help the Liberian people as they are doing. So God will be able to be the second chance to our president. Let God bless him and God may guide him in the process. And the coming election, he should be free. He should know that nobody, but I'm not in this country, can go closer to him.
Okay, yeah, hold the line. Hold the line a little bit. Rennie, you want to ask your question?
Yeah. I want to find out from him whether he know Plonkin. There's a town in River G called Plonkin. Can you ask him where he know that town? Okay, all right. That's all I want to know. I'm a town and down there.
and 0555-679-089. I said the other day, before we go to the last caller, before Rennie come in, I said the other day on this platform, we need to encourage our mothers to be part of this show, the females.
Yes.
But to do that, we need to have a special telephone for them. Then at least we can do it over the higher number of persons, the higher number of callers. That means the person that had the higher number of calls for that week. And he helped them buy scratch card for them so that we encourage the women to be participating in these programs.
Yep.
We get one call, but they can be shy. I can say that they are so many.
We encourage them to start calling now. We encourage them.
Yeah, we are special line for them. They need a female, exclusive female line.
Yeah.
Talk to this person. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. You are second to our last call. Let's hear you.
From
you call Nima County currently, or you must we probably call from? Where are you calling from currently? I don't know where you're calling from right now.
I'm calling from Johnsonville.
Okay, let's say from Nima County this one. Go ahead, let's hear you.
I'm a state travel.
Okay.
For a very long time, I said, can any Sabbath to go secretly? For the road condition, I saw the shit down my whole latest. I go for my book. Nothing more.
Wow.
Another you want to take from Nima County, my place I have there. I never want to carry my taxi. But now we go on my Facebook. You can see the current wire connecting there. The quota is bad. One of the road panel be two taxis.
So you could have read my market? How far the road?
Yeah, only room already.
Okay.
All right.
Right, even the fact that they can be weak. We'll laugh on that. Yeah.
Wow.
Heavy argument there. People say that they should carry their mask on. They will not smoke flowers in the car. People say no. This is how development the men doing. In the market, all you could see. People coming with market now we go in the Ominga. You see the kind of market that come in the street for Pepe and Birabo. For fight, we come from the cost. Some of these people fighting for a Pepe Birabo or Pepe there. Want to 20 some more thousand. But now you can see it for 8
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you. One more call your date. One last call your date. 7775. Let's take the last one. Your last lucky caller. Let's hear you.
Well, please, I want to make sure that I let something. I'll be allowed to express that.
Go ahead, express that. Get 30 seconds. Your last question we'll take for today.
Thank you very much. It's a good news for Nigerian people to applaud President Weah for his good job there. I'm in Nigeria as I get listening to my Nigerian brother Delta speaking. My town is called Capital City Lower in the county. All right, Capital City Lower in the county. For Capital, we believe in making plenty far and Capital far. Our parents sent us to school for us to learn and to eradicate illness in a society that led our community in a desirable condition for the past time. After the day, as students and graduates acquire that education, we decide to go for good things. Now in Capital, we work with schedule, the payment has been made to all the horses in Capital come all the way to Secretary. Now, when you look at Capital to do, you can get to Monrovia the next year. It is because of the work of George Marovia. In collaboration with that, the political accident that we had in Monterrey, we don't want it to be repeated for the public of Nigeria. One of these political accidents. Living a developmental man who is more developmental oriented like famous fella and a political plan that don't have one thing to contribute into the reconstruction of Nigeria construction as a way to developmental construction. And we talk for the entire of that lecture that led most of us to do in one person here, which is Honorable Sir Joseph. If you are comfortable for us to pay with Sir Joseph and Monterrey, I tell you, brother, there's a 100% good school at Monterrey. So we don't want that political accident that we from Monterrey to do this for the past time to be repeated for President George. So George was cool. God bless you.
Thank you. So Ronnie,
Yes.
Yes.
We will be back here tomorrow, same time. And I would like to say same time will be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Liberian time. And I would like to say a big thank you to every one of you guys for joining us here. Luis, thank you so much. I will probably call you this evening, but not right after the show now because I empty back and stand right now, Luis. So I gotta go load up. So thank you so much, Luis, for the show. Thank you so much. God bless. All right, bye. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, let me just see what I can do here quickly here for you guys here. Let's load this on the awesome.
Well, we are staying in Lofa County, like I told you this morning.
Let me just bring this down here quickly here so we can talk something small here quick before we leave. You see, guys, let me see. I need to put my picture here. Yes. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the issue of Joseph Boakai, what he did today or the other day to Jefferson Koji, it stems from the fact that what you are about to listen to, and this is what we used in 2017 to campaign vigorously. Yes, we used the video to campaign vigorously because I felt at that time when my buddy Tunis and I were campaigning that this video you are about to listen to could be the turning moment for President Weah. And this video is the reason why you see today Joseph Boakai is now on his knee trying to beg Tomo Fala, Jefferson Koji, because of what they had done. Is because of the video. Yes. So we are going to play the video. I know you have seen it many times. I just want you to understand the meaning of this video. That's why I want you to understand the meaning of this video. This video we use at that time was very, very important when we use that video. When we got that video in 2017, what that guy listed as what he called tangible. And he said Joseph Boakai does not have any of those things. See, folks, I don't like to use the StreamYard because when I use the StreamYard, it can be very destructive. But for the sake of the conversation, take your time, listen to this guy. And then when you look at what Mr. Weah is doing, so Mr. Weah's first election campaign was based on what he has that he wanted to present to the Liberian people. Now that he had carried out most of those things, today we see it as what I would describe as political credentials. The political credential that he had gained means the roads that you heard the people talking about, the construction of infrastructure building like buildings, we already talk about the roads, and other meaningful project that he has put into place that giving people the reason to believe, and then most especially in Lofa County. So I know some of you guys listen to this from the political side, but let's look and listen to this guy from the Lofa County side of giving pride to the county. Listen to what he said in 2017, and as he expound on it, think about what you just heard from the callers and what is currently happening in Lofa County. So let's go and listen.
We are on our way, and we've been going to towns and villages to interact with the people, and this abuse the minds of Liberians that say Lofa County is the stronghold of Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh. So a young man just walked up to me and want to express his dissatisfaction on the speculations in Moserado County. So let me get your name.
My name is Amara M. Trawale Jr. Many people call me Master Warriors, and I'm the chairman and the founder of the movement of the downtrodden youth of Bonjama District.
So, and you walked to me very angry this morning, and what is the reason for that anger that you came to me with?
I'm very desperate, even more than anger, because people sit in Monrovia there and say that this place is already controlled by the Vice President Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh. That is a blatant lie. A blatant lie. You know, we the Levines, we are even disappointed over Gbah-Ku-Bheh. We are disappointed in his leadership.
What do you mean you are disappointed? Gbah-Ku-Bheh being a man from Lofa County, and you being from Lofa County, then you say you're disappointed. Why are you disappointed?
And that's the thing, in fact, that we mislead us, because he's from Lofa County, so we should vote him in even if he is not qualified for the position.
You mean Gbah-Ku-Bheh is not qualified?
Well, qualification does not have to only deal with education. He got the education, but the experience to move this country forward, he doesn't have it, because he's been on board for the past 12 years. What he didn't do, you anticipate him to do something more than that? That's the area where the disqualification comes in. I'm not saying that he's not educated, but he is not qualified to move this country forward. And the kind of a conception, the kind of a mind the people have in Monrovia there, they sit and say this place controlled by Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh is lie. You know, you know very well we were in Gbah-Ku-Bheh yesterday. I'm from Gbah-Ku-Bheh anyway.
Oh, you're from Gbah-Ku-Bheh?
I'm from Gbah-Ku-Bheh anyway, the Gbah-Ku-Bheh district. You know, you were there yesterday and you saw the kind of momentum. You know, and even when George Weah entered the town a couple of days ago, the entire Bonjama was on fire politically. When Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh came, this town was looking like it was even sleeping.
You joking?
You know? I'm not joking. I'm telling you something from the bottom of my heart. I'm a mastercratic leader. I control 315 members of 315 youth in this district. And let me tell you something. Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh has no tangibles to point at in Lofa here. If anybody is daring me, let anybody come up and say Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh has chicken horse in Bonjama here, not to even talk about building. You understand? You traveled yesterday to Kolahu. Okay, I was even thinking that I said, let the protocol not take the decision for George Weah to go to Foya, because this guy couldn't come back. And that's the hometown road of Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh. You saw the road. How it's horrible, very horrendous. You understand? The road is bad, to say the least. You understand? Charity begins at home. If this man cannot do anything for Lofa, he didn't do anything for Lofa for the past 12 years, what do you expect of him? Let's not be joking here, man. Let's not be joking. You know, the driver can change, but the car will still remain. Oh, Madam Salim, Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh, they form in the same predicament. We can't elect them for another 24 years. You know, what will we be doing? So you want to tell me that the only one that have the brain to run this country?
So you say, what part of Lofa specifically you from?
I'm from Gbah-Ku-Bheh district. Specifically, I'm from Marvin Gonedu. Marvin Gonedu is in the Gbah-Ku-Bheh district. It's one of the renowned towns in the Gbah-Ku-Bheh district. I'm not far from the home of Dr. Edo Bian-Kezeri, the founder of the Unity Party. Unity Party is for Lofayan. But Lofayan are tired with the Unity Party. You understand? If the Unity Party could have another driver, maybe the sympathizers of Unity Party could be much. If it had gone another driver. But the driver It's still the same.
So you say the Lofa citizens are angry with Gbah-Ku-Bheh because you can't point out any tangible, one single tangible.
Nothing of the sort. You know why? Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh is associated with people who have already failed this county. You know.
And who are some of those people?
Even every time he comes here, the honorable, the incumbent, Honorable Mayanwu Biyan Fofana. Honorable Mayanwu Biyan Fofana, my own Madingo sister from Gbah-Ku-Bheh district, has failed the district. We were moving up and down behind her to 2011. But now she failed us and she wants all again to re-elect her. It can't work. Senator George Tengbe on the United Party ticket. Those are the failures that are behind Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh. So I'm sorry, he's not going to go anywhere because the people of Labour County are disenchanted over their leadership. Let not somebody sit down in Monrovia and say Lofa is for Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh. You'll be making a very grievous mistake.
So what is your final message to the people? You got hundreds of people all around the world that are looking at you.
This message could go even beyond what we anticipate. You understand? I want this message to go forward. Let it go through the length and breadth of this country that Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh does not have any political control over Lofa County. Lofa is divided over the leadership of Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh. You understand? The only thing people can say here in Lofa is that he served as the managing director for LPMC normal days. That's not enough. 24 years in government, I still to be corrected, but I think he has spent more than 24 years in government.
In 40 years.
40 years. What does he want now? Let him go back and build his home. Foya Tinga, I think that's the area he's from.
Oh, from Foya Tinga.
No road there. No road. You saw the road yesterday.
Very terrible.
No road. So how many years we should sit again for the Gbangam and the Kama road to be fixed? We know that Josh Weah is the only option. The alternative choice to political freedom, social, economical freedom in this country, for us to get over this dodging, is not to re-elect any members of the Unity Party. Let us carry Josh Weah. I interacted with Josh Weah yesterday. I saw him. I said, but wait now. There is a man, so common man, like this. It means that when this man is at the executive marshal tomorrow, nobody will be afraid to go around him. You know, I was speaking to him. I said, you know, you were my friend. I'm sorry for that expression. No, but he's so too down to earth. And I'm not seeing a reason why we shouldn't give this leadership to Josh Weah. I don't know why. I don't know why. And this question seems to be very rhetorical. Why can't we elect Josh Weah to liberate us economically?
The people say Josh Weah ain't no book. That's the reason why we're not.
And you know why? I'm an expert in English. That's the reason why they call me Master of Words. When George Weah was speaking the before yesterday, because people say those things here and there that he doesn't speak good English, I was standing by his side, listening to the final pronunciation of his words. The ED, the SRED, the ZRED, and he got everything intact. This guy is eloquent. Very, very eloquent. Very, very eloquent indeed. I evaluated his speech. Very, very eloquent. Yeah, very, very eloquent. You know, to know that somebody speaks good English, not only the vocabularies, but look at the subject-verb agreement, the pronoun antecedent, the cases of the pronouns, and everything was intact. I'm not seeing any politician that can speak with logic right now in Liberia than Josh Weah. Not only the English, but the logic. The logic.
So what is? We are on our way to Gbah-Ku-Bheh now, and I'm sure you will be with the team.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say to the people of Gbah-Ku-Bheh?
When we get into Gbah-Ku-Bheh, you will see the rousing welcome. The ceremony will be very electric. Very, very electric. They can't wait to see George Manuel Weah and Joel Howard Taylor. You understand? It's a let-go ticket. A let-go ticket. You understand? Gbah-Ku-Bheh, you know, people say it's the birthplace of the Unity Party. But the people, of the Gbah-Ku-Bheh now, they are disenchanted. They are disappointed, you know, in the leadership of those that are moving the Unity Party forward. If we had another travel other than Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh, perhaps we will make an alternative choice. But in this case, Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh being...
But why you so angry with Gbah-Ku-Bheh? Why are you so angry?
Because he has not done anything for us. No, Abu, you've been here. Has anybody shown you in Bonjaman here what Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh has done? Look at, we're standing now seeing Zago Hotel over there. Before Zago became senator of this county, he had already made mark. He got tangibles to point at. But Joseph Gbah-Ku-Bheh has not got even the slightest chicken house.
Wow.
Yeah, of course. You know, because to build a chicken house is not difficult. Just for a chicken to sleep. He doesn't have it yet. I know many people will get angry with me over the statement I'm making, but it's the truth. And if you were to interview another person, a logical person, I'm not talking about a fool, because only a fool will support Joseph Boakai. But any logical person will tell you that Joseph Boakai is not a political material to move this country forward, and the people of Lofa have not resolved to carry him. Everybody is divided. You understand? I agree, he got some supporters here, but he does not have an absolute control over this county. So let the people in Monrovia hear that, let the whole world hear it. I wish this thing could be extended on the Facebook, but people even
it's already on Facebook.
It's already on Facebook. People in the diaspora to even hear it. If you're hearing me now on the Facebook, everywhere, every part of the world, I'm telling you that Joseph Boakai is not a solution to Liberia's problem. It's not a solution. You understand?
Yeah.
Let us make an alternative choice. And that choice, brilliantly, is George Weah. We believe he can move us forward. He has done it in the past, he can do it now, and he can do it in the future. If I continue talking for even the next 2 hours, I will not get tired to disprove the prove the weakness.
This president speaking to you.
Ambassador, I was just telling them that I wish this will go on Facebook to tell them that Joseph Boakai does not have control over this place here. And the alternative choice is George Weah. I'm speaking now, Ambassador Weah is here. Let the whole world hear it. You saw Lofa. Lofa is not resolved over Joseph Boakai. We are disappointed in his leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abu. That was good talking to you. It was nice talking to you. You listen to the guy there. You listen to the guy there speaking from Lofa County, and we've been saying this to you, and you need to understand. So I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later. Baba, we are on our way to Gbah-Ku-Bheh district. Thank you so much.
So guys, this video might seem to some of you guys as a redundant video, but for me, it's not redundant, because when we campaigned for Kennedy Weah in 2017, we did a survey in most of the counties by looking at landmarks of areas and the politician as to what they had done. Those of you who listened to me this morning, I asked a very important question, and I would like to repeat that question again. I said, when you look at someone like Dr. Amos Sawyer, you look at a guy like Paco Matthew, you look at a guy like Tukwana Tipote that came to the country and established their so-called political movement, student movement or party. What have they achieved for the county that it came from? Nowhere, right? Now, when you look at Joseph Boakai and see what Joseph Boakai has done, and you listen to that guy, Master Works, and he tells us in 2017 why he believed that Joseph Boakai is nobody to look up to for any type of deliverable. You heard that in 2017, and that's the record we have here to support what we say on this platform. We're not just coming here to just give you empty words to encourage you. No, we give you evidence, whether it is document in terms of evidence, whether it is audio in terms of evidence, whether it is video. You see this thing for yourself. And this is how we run our campaign when it comes to who we are, ladies and gentlemen. So I just want to say, when you see today what Liberians are saying, calling from different parts of the country and telling you about the development that the president is carrying out, it is not something that we just try to put together. No, it is something that some of you guys heard about, perhaps saw, that weren't there, but now it is getting there. And that's the beauty of what we do today. That is the beauty of what we do today. Yes, that's the beauty of what we do today. So, and that's why we are here today, to make sure that we present the message to you guys. Everything that I campaigned for back in the days, we are seeing those things today. And I'm very glad. And, I'm glad that we are making this kind of progress in our lifetime of our country. So when you see Joseph Boakai walking up to Jefferson Koji and giving him the Lofa Hero Award, put politics aside, because they are looking out for their county. They are looking out. Development that come to Lofa County, Boakai will benefit. Tomo Fara will benefit. Jefferson Koji will benefit. Moba Moru will benefit. And everybody from that county will benefit. When we visit that country and something happened to us, we will benefit for whatever it takes. And that's the message we have. That is the message we have, my people. That is the message we have. And we'll not give up. So this coming campaign now, yes, President, we have message. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2017, I brought my platform and I said I wanted to bring about changes, and I asked for your help. You guys have given me your help to have me elected for the first time, and I got elected. And during my 6 years, I took 5 years and committed myself to ensuring that most of the agenda, list of things that were on my platform that are now my policies, I managed to put them in place. And looking throughout the country, you can see those things. You know how we call those things today, ladies and gentlemen? We call those things a credential gain. Mr. Weah, President Weah, over the past 6 years, has made significant credential gain. What are those credential gain? Things that he had already gained: roads, other infrastructure such as building, bridges, or industrial facility site. Now, when we look at institutions, school, critical institution, independent institution, he's making all those things coming. Now, with all that gain he has made, his 2023 message will be, your belief in me to bring the change that you guys have been asking for and have done it so far, and you're seeing it. Now we got another 6 more years that we need to carry out. Look at the gain that we have made, have me re-elected, and let's continue on this game. Because we are on a path that's not going to stop us. And we must continue on this game. And do you think if the road is going through Gbah-Ku-Bheh to Lofa is halfway, you think the people are going to say, oh, let's bring somebody else there to come figure out, oh, what we got to do that? No. So the message must be taken to the Liberian people. The message must be taken to the Liberian people. This video that you just watched is a clear indication. If you ever doubted what we said about Joseph Boyka, there are two things now. This video and the Joseph Boyka video will be the two things now. Let's see what we can blend it here for you guys. This video and the Joseph Boyka video will be the two videos now. It's coming out right now for you guys to see.
And so we are here to honor.
That is the reality here.
A young man who will maybe be here very often. The son of Rufa, who has contributed and continued to contribute to the development of sports and youth, not only in his country, but in the country. And so we are very pleased to be here today to give this award in recognition for the outstanding sport, commitment, and dedicated services, in particular to Rufa County, and to give this award to Jefferson Tamba Kwaiji. I know you say Kwaiji, and so we have the pleasure, Kwaiji, to honor you tonight, to present this in behalf of the community that you served so well. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
So you see that, people, this is where we say people put their country first over politics. This is a learning moment that put politics aside. This is the American way. If you believe in what you just saw, that is the American way. That is the way I believe. And I must congratulate Honorable Boyka for doing such a thing. I'm gonna congratulate him. Because irrespective of what people say about Boca 45 years have not produced anything, it's okay. And I think you listen to one of the callers who said it should be the other way around. Jefferson Koji, Thomas Fala, Sir Joseph, all should be commending Joseph Boca. But the caller was so disappointed that Joseph Boca did not do what these guys are doing today. It's okay. It's okay. Big Brother can come first, but he cannot succeed in doing what he did or he was not able to do. But the little brother can come in. But the fact that the big brother is coming out and say, thank you very much for what you did. I appreciate you for that. That shows unity. And that's why the unity that Edward B. N. Cassidy established, that unity party. That unity alone, forget about the party, but that throw the party down and want to keep the unity. The unity that exists among the local people is what Joseph Boca demonstrated over there. So in some reality, Joseph Boca loved his people. He could not do for them. But when he see another young man from the opposite side of his party doing well, he comes out and commend him. If we Liberians begin to look at George Weah like that, things that Joseph Jingy Rawa did not do, Tolman did not do, Doden did not do, Taylor did not do, Ellen did not do. But Mr. Weah is doing it in the interest of the Liberian people. Then we out here should say, thank you very much. And that's where y'all and myself don't agree. Because I criticized Mr. Weah for 2.5 years, calling all kind of names. But when he came back and started to show me what he's doing, I can't right back here and say, thank you, Mr. Weah. But we got some greedy and good-for-nothing individuals there. Good-for-nothing people. Look, folks, there are two kinds of people that I see in my life from Liberia. In politics now. Good-for-nothing people. And the fucked up ones. I will give you a time where I will explain it too. They're good-for-nothing one them. Both of them are into politics. They fucked up one then they are all get all over the place. I just like to say thank you to Joe Boca for taking such a brilliant step to put county above party's interest. That's what he did. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for the opportunity. God bless you guys. I'm signing off. I don't know what I will be back here this evening, but let's see how the day will go. Maybe we'll just come by the evening and brainstorm on something else. But for now, I need to take a break and go and do something else. But thanks to Jefferson Koji effort, thanks to George Weah, and thanks to you guys out there who continue to believe in what President Weah can do. This evening, when we come back, we'll talk about the president's visit. We'll try to preempt, we'll try to project what we think the visit will be all about and what benefit Mr. Weah will be taking back to the country. And then we'll also look at any corrupt government official. Don't feel sorry for them. Any corrupt government official, don't feel sorry for them. If you do, that means you don't love President Weah. Because if they are there trying to steal from the government to make Mr. Weah look bad, when they get sanctioned, don't get involved with them. Don't get involved with George Weah. Don't be sorry for them either. Because the president brought them on board to work hard and make life better. If they start to cheat, if they get busted, don't feel sorry for them. So we'll tell you guys more on that. All right? Until then, have yourself a pleasant day. Enjoy the rest of your time. I will see you guys this evening. All right? That's the show we just had in Monrovia. Tomorrow again, we'll be back here at 2 p.m. Yes. 2 p.m. Is that 2 p.m.? Yeah, I think it's 2 p.m. No, 1 o'clock. My bad. We'll be at 1 o'clock. We'll be here at 1 o'clock. Yes. We'll be here at 1 o'clock. Yes. So please, bye for now. 1 o'clock New York time or Eastern Standard Time will be here. Yes. All right. Bye, guys.